Start.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Thomas, here with Mr. Merck and Costin Epi, conducting an interview. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is throw up your macros, please. Two, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Thank you. The first thing I'm going to do is read you the HP rules, MD rules, RP rules. Then we'll start the questions. I'll do 6. Y'all do 2 each. HP rules. Do not resuscitate patients in streets around the hospital, PvP territory zones, or army base. No attendant PvP territory without a rank 7 and above. Do not treat patients with weapons drones. Do not stand on cell or main lobby floor. Do not stand on any back bush or surrounding hospital areas to chill or take breaks. Ride around in the city or to floor 2 if unoccupied or the cafeteria instead. Do not go AFK while on duty. Punishment is to 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. Do not be disrespectful to patients or colleagues. Punishment, immediate dismissal. No combat fighting whatsoever. Break away and run if you cannot. /help. RP4. The desk rules. It's a max of 2 staff per desk in rank order. Brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 may line up in the hallway in the same rank order. The wait time protocol. If your wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If it's under 5 minutes, please wait in the cafeteria. Only a rank 6 and above can enter through the front door, and only a rank 7 and above can access the front parking lot. Do not spawn the bus without DCP or CP permission. Ever, radio checks are mandatory. You must respond using a 10-4 copy macro. MD rules. MD1, refusing to provide medical assistance, refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations where armed players are present at the scene. Punishment, 1 reprimand. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations, selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. Punishment, 1 warning. MD3, complying to project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment from 1 warning to 1 reprimand, depending on the faction leader's decision at that point in time. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment, 1 warning from faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. The punishment is 1 reprimand or dismissal, depending on the faction leader's decision at that point in time. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. Punishment, 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without a RP reason. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD5, use of weapons. Medical personnel strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD6, criminal activity intentionally associated with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medical participation is not intended. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. Punishment, 1 warning. MD7.1, use of personal vehicles, using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. Punishment, 1 warning. MD8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes, issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital, issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. Punishment, 1 warning. RP rules, RP13 and RP faction actions violating RP conduct within a faction, including the unwarranted release of players from jail. Punishment, dismissal from the faction and or from 30 minutes in jail up to a 3-day account ban. RP14, sexual harassment, any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or action, the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Such actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. Punishment, 60-minute mute of voice and text chat or an account ban ranging from 24 hours to 30 days. RP 15, provocation of faction members, intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt the faction's operations. Punishment, 30 minutes in jail. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency medical personnel. Punishment from 90 minutes in jail to a 12-hour account ban. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. My first question is going to be, what day of the week can you spawn a bus?
Never.
How do you deal with difficult coworkers?
Take breaks, take short breaths, and walk away.
Okay. How would you explain the wait times to patients when you run out of pills?
I would tell them I have a 15-minute between my restock, so therefore I would either walk out the floor or let them know that I'm walking away.
Okay. What is the importance of RP16?
RP16 is real important. They're supposed to help us when we out either on vacation or doing our jobs. That body cam is supposed to be on at all times.
Period. How do you handle multiple patients asking questions at once?
I would tell them calm down. I would say one person at a time. I would start with the person who came up to me first and then go to the next person.
Okay, and my last question is if you see me shot outside the hospital and I ask you to pick me up, what are you doing?
I'm gonna tell you to respond because I'm gonna keep going.
Okay, Mr. Merck, your two questions.
Okay. What is your reason for joining the medical faction?
I came back because I love my job and then I love the people that I met when I was here.
Perfect. And if your medical restock or med restock is under 5 minutes, what you doing?
If my med restock is under 5 minutes, I'll be in the cafeteria.
Perfect. That's my two questions.
Okay, Mr. Epi.
What rank should spawn a vehicle in the front parking lot?
Rank 7 and up.
What rank should use the front door?
Rank 6 and up.
Okay, that's my two questions.
Okay, and I will conclude the interview for Mr. Unloaded Clipz.